Hello my friends, welcome back. It's episode 88. I've been staring at this position. I think it's okay. I've noted here that the enemy has horrible morale, horrible supply, and I mean horrible supply. They're actually like blue supply down here because they have no units here, so this is projecting down here. In fact, if I really wanted to, I could take a highly mobile unit like this Pioneer Battalion and I could even put on March mode, since this area is devoid of enemies, or seemingly devoid of enemies. I could put on March mode. I could even use the speed card, and I could probably come flying all the way down here and just cut all these units off completely. But nevertheless, their actual supply access is terrible as it stands. So, the weak point is not here, or really here, because if this retreats, it would retreat either here or here. This position would be good for the enemy if they could take it. But the real weakness is this point here, as this is a relatively weak unit, but it is fully entrenched. In a normal situation, it would not be able to beat all of this, but I think in this situation it will probably be fine. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put these guys on fight to last man. I do not want to lose this position. If these retreat, it's fine. These guys will not have the AP to get up the hill. And if they fall back to here, this is like an even higher point. So like if this fell back to here, and this fell back to here, or here, and this fell back to here, or here, like I would have an even stronger position to attack down on the enemy. Anyway, that is enough thinking about that. What's the range of this? 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I move this here, and this, I might be able to provide some fire support if the enemy crawls up here. Right, let's get on with moving this stuff. I have considered moving stuff back, but I think that this is sufficient. Worst case scenario, they break through. I send some units around behind to lock them in. They become very weak, and then I clean them up. and then I. Right. Green HQ has finally arrived on the front line where he belongs. Let's go, boys. Okay, this is a big unit. Let's put it here. Let's turn off March mode. Let's make it green HQ. Actually have a height advantage here. Part of Team Green. Part of Team Black. Off you go. What else have I got here? Okay, it's another small unit. Let's assign it to Team Green. This mega unit is actually going on the offensive. Time to join Team Orange. Okay, this is artillery. That's fine. What is in this truck? Fortress Battalion and some other garbage. Let's drop these. I'm going to send these trucks back. What is the quickest way to get back? I was just thinking about, you know, sending this wagon back to help move Orange. Let's do that. Who's your HQ? Doesn't look like you have a HQ. Let's select red as your HQ. I'll switch the HQ of it to orange actually when I get the chance. In fact, let's just do that now. I know it's miles away, but still. Since this is just a giant ball of infantry down here with no transport. Okay, I can't do it because it's too far away. That's fine. Okay, let's move this here. Let's turn off march mode. Let's add this to Team Green. Here. Do you know what? Let's just let this tank come to me. This is a better position to hold it because I have the high ground. But I am actually not interested in... I'm not interested in fighting it. It is outside of the scope of where I want to operate. If it comes to me, I will deal with it. If it stays over there, then I just ignore it. Okay, the old penal battalion. That can be used defensively, as can this fortress battalion. Let's go ahead and HQ these to green, so we know what they're doing. As I said previously, I can't let green be like too weak. It's not going to be just a thin... It's not just going to be a thin defense like this, or even this. Red is a stronger unit. The time may come where, if this penetrates, then Team Blue will advance to wall this position. So that probably like move here, 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 and here, so that Team Red is free to race behind and cut these guys off completely. I've just got to worry about them getting to my supply depot, which would definitely suck, as there are 30,000 supplies there. I think actually, while this fight is going on, let's deplete this. Let's use the supplies while this fight is going on. And once the hold is solid, we can put it back to build-up mode. I think there's some wisdom in doing that. Okay, alright. Let's get back on the offensive area. Up we go. This guy. Goodbye. Splat. Not sure why the enemy felt like that was a good idea, but... Oh. The battle ended. Okay, that's fine. It's one guy. I'm sure we can find a position where we might best deal with him. Let us concern ourselves with our northerly push. Okay, this is a Minor city. We absolutely must break this. So I'm going to pull out all the stops. Let's go with a tank drive on the tank division. 60% attack increase. Wow, this is actually oversaturated. Kill him. Beautiful. Hundred to 1. Wow, this unit must be in a bad way. Let's go. Okay, I did not kill him. I hurt his ass, but I did not kill him. Chipped away at him a little bit there. He's got just enough AP for a regular attack. Because he retreated, I know that he's in a bad way. Go on then, finish the job. Okay, so we got a stack of units here. Some Yag Panthers, probably not the most useful unit. Oh, nice. It looked bad for a second, and then it was like, yep, surrender time. Okay, that's not loaded, so that's pointless. What is this? Is this heavy forest? Is this light forest? It's a field. Okay. I do like fields. Artillery really likes fields. Oh yeah, that hurt. Alright, boys. Get in there. Oh. Okay, so we got one enemy unit that is holding. Probably not for long. This is oversaturated. Yeah. I can't attack anymore. Too many units have attacked. The position is saturated. Okay. Let's go. This is great, because when I clean up this and this, these guys can join this position. And I wanted to get 7th Army over here, so we can start spamming emergency units in the other guy's face. It's kind of a... I don't want to call it a weird strategy. But these emergency units are not really to be entirely messed with. They do come with 50 pioneers, some bazookas, and some mortars. So it's not like they're just nothing but security garbage. There are some real units. This is reloading, so I might as well just move it. Right, we're not quite done with this front yet. Sure, why not? Up we go, boys. Bring some artillery along. Short range artillery, always useful. Okay, let's move this here, and this. Since this is a high ground position, so this is actually a good defensive spot. Obviously, we don't want our push to get cut off. That would be very bad. Up we go, up we go. None of these units should be staying here. Only Team Green is staying. Let's put this with the HQ. I do have plenty of artillery here at the moment. It's the 25th Panzer Grenadier Division that is staying. Let's leave this on the high ground in case I want to shoot it as it's loaded. Okay, there's HQs on the move, artillery on the hill. It's Orange's anti-aircraft gun. Did I leave an anti-aircraft gun for Green? Does Green's HQ have anti-aircraft? Okay, they've got some mobile wagons, and I guess this is 8.8s. Yes, okay. The anti-aircraft capability for the Green team is actually built into its HQ. And it's not a huge amount of anti-air, but it's you know, it's some. This is ready to fire. .71 recon, that's actually pretty good. Let's just put the hurt on them. Because I can. Almost didn't feel worth it, did it? Okay, green will soon be taking over the job of guarding this area. These actually belong to a different team. HQ this, and you HQ this. You're staying behind. This is probably sufficient units for this area. And as I said previously, there is no desire for me to lose this position. It is a very important position. These enemies are too far away. They could race to about here, but they probably wouldn't have the AP to climb the hill in a single turn. And I still have a great many very powerful units in this area, so it's not like if they have a sudden change of heart it's going to result in a breakthrough. This is the only position I'm worried about. Well, that one and this one, but this one has seemingly calmed down a little bit. These units have they have survived. They have held on. Nice. And as long as I just keep chipping away at the corners, I don't think they're going to break through. This is a very, very, very fat stack of units on the high ground. So I don't see a world in which they just break up here. So that's fine. Right, so let's get back to pushing. So we got a couple of weak units worthy of a quick cleanup. We've got an unknown here. This is another one that can spam emergency units. This unit's actually got quite low integrity. Let's just go ahead and reinforce this. Okay. Oh, it's another one where emergency unit is ready. Nice, the tank team surrendered because they had nowhere to go. These enemy units are obviously exhausted. Cool, just transfer some officers into that. Huh, he held. That's surprising. It's just a field. I have perfect recon on them as well. Let's just go ahead and delete them. Destroyed. 125 recon means you have you're not just perfect vision, but actually getting a bonus. A 25% bonus. Okay, these are still reloading, and they'll probably be reloading for a long time because I haven't got the supplies for them. Is this tanks or what? Okay, it's tanks, that's why. I'm like, why is this unit so hard to kill? That's the reason. Who else has got good anti-tank? This does. Alright. That worked. This is another one that's bloody tanks. Worth 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I lost 10 units. They lost like 15 units, and almost all of them were tanks. I guess we'll hold for now. Death from above. Nice. Yeah, you should have known that this was coming. Okay, 108 vision on these guys. What artillery do I have available? That's not loaded. That's loaded. It's out of range though. That's in range. That's in range. That's in range. Is that in range? 20. Not exactly. That'll do. This one. 40 guns can get here. But this one... Oh, 40 guns can get here. I guess it just couldn't quite reach up here. Yeah. Still, I have good sight on this unit as well. Make it rain! Damn, I got 4 tanks there. Like, in addition to the other kills. Ooh. This HQ has once again got 1 billion. Oh! The security troops that I'm disbanding have turned up on the front line. Oh, isn't that funny? Oh man, does that mean that I could potentially disband all this great equipment and send it to the front line? What a funny exploit. You know what? Let's disband all of this. Man, I wish I'd known about this sooner. So those security troops, they have ended up at my primary HQ. So now I have like 1,000 friggin' security troops. And the 3.7 centimeter Pac 36 guns have ended up on the front line as well. That's kind of insane. I could use this to seriously enhance some units. Okay, let's make a battle group then. A tank hunter battle group. So let's say I do dream of the day when the actual supply chain is not so friggin' stressed and that units from HQs actually distribute downwards to where they belong. Seems like a dream. Alright, this mortar team. Oh, he hasn't got any mortars. No, there's some mortars here. But they're 8 centimeter. And this mortar team uses 12 centimeter. Okay. Fine. Let's do this. Let's give this the mortars. And then let's make a new battle group. "12 mortars. And obviously it's got to have so much power. So let's give it a security team. Hang on. 32. Let's give it a small security team. Even with a small security team, it looks like It looks like a an infantry team instead of a friggin' mortar team. It's got the wrong symbol. I don't know if it's going to stay renamed. You need an HQ. You need a combat HQ. Where is it? There it is. Okay, I'll have to set an HQ for it next turn. Now, this unit... we can give it some trucks. Let's go ahead and make a an anti-tank team. Or maybe I should just make an enormous unit. This is actually not enough trucks to carry all this. I don't know. I'll leave it for now. I'll leave it for now. I'd like for the troops to distribute down to where they're needed, but... that apparently is not going to happen. Good. Tanks. Tanks versus Stoogs, but not quite enough Stoogs. Got him. Let's get the anti-tanks over here. Oh, that was violent. Many of these units are suffering from some pretty extreme supply problems, and thus are just melting under fire. Like some kind of twisted ice cream. Nice. Can anyone do a regular attack on this? Goodbye. Nope, no one can do a regular attack on him. These are reloading, so I might as well move them. This is looking really thin. But this terrain and area is terrible. I don't want to get involved in pushing up here and pushing across here and getting stuck fighting in all this area. The goal is to get on this road. So that's what we should aim to do. It's gonna take some time. I'd love to push in here, but that seems like a bad idea right this second. Man, it's so funny to see those units, though, that have been disbanded, moved to this HQ, basically teleported across the map, and actually useful. I wish I'd known this sooner. For sure. So weird to see a unit card that just gave me an HQ and nothing else. I guess useful if you're desperate for an HQ, but I'm not desperate for HQs. Okay. Alright, we'll deal with that later. I'm going to say that that is it for now. I'll worry about cleaning up this area and pushing forward next time. Our sole goal here is to just destroy the enemy and slowly push to the left until we reach this point without leaking any enemies or leaving any gaps. That's the goal. That's all we want to do, is just slowly push to the left until we hit this road. Then units can be positioned to block the road while we continue to push north to create our inevitable surround or line of defense or whatever that basically wins me the game without much risk. That's it. You know, the objective, I think it's just a modest objective to ensure a win. Rather than trying to win more or whatever. Or try and do anything dramatic or dynamic. I can't wait to see if I can push up here along this road and connect this. If I can free up Team Red. Which is a pretty tough team. If I can free them up from defending this area, or even just the tank push, and suddenly cut this off, then things are going to get really entertaining really fast. Looks like currently their supplies are coming through Liege. Yeah, could be interesting. But that is it for now. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.